next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
they're responsive to that boo sign.
yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away.
Careful, I already have an erection. There's more to the Colbert story than the show sucking. This is a fundamental, it's a fundamental changing of the guard in media, and it's why we've been telling you this for a very long time. Legacy media can't get it right. And they hate, when I say legacy media, when I say the entertainment media industrial complex, I include Colbert, I include Kimmel. They can't stand you, and you don't hate them enough, and they want to champion themselves as the victims. When these are the people who have been encouraging, lining up with fascists, and suppressing any and all speech, comedy, opinions they disagree with. So don't let them get away with it. It's time to talk Colbert.
Yeah.
It's a great stripper song.
He's got some good dance moves.
He does.
Is this action?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zero
yeah.
self-awareness.
Ladies love that.
Like Donald Trump knows, like, this is white guy wedding dance. But he thinks he's actually got it. He's like, Otis loves us. So, over the break, Colbert, name that movie line, comment below. Toolman, you can be quick to the comments. He did announce, just to set this up, CBS was canceling The Late Show. Now, as far as I'm concerned, The Late Show ended with David Letterman over a decade ago, but here we are.
I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And
they're responsive to that boo sign.
yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away.
Careful, I already have an erection. So Trump, he even just responded, he put another Truth Social post up last night, but it's been going back and forth. He said, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. His talent was even less than his ratings. The word is, and it's a strong word at that, Jimmy Kimmel is next to go, I love this, in the untalented late night sweepstakes. And shortly thereafter, Fallon will be gone. My hair thanks you. There are people with absolutely no talent. These are people, I should say, I'm still warming up, who were paid millions of dollars for, in all cases, destroying what used to be great television. It's really good to see them go, and I hope I played a major part in it. Now, Donald Trump didn't play any part in this. He is a bellwether. You played a major part in this. And just to be clear, we've been around before, but kind of started the Daily Show at around the same time as Stephen Colbert. We're still here. We have been demonetized on YouTube. We have had our videos removed and suppressed to the tune of billions of views. Our merch store removed. We have had major governments petition and ask Rumble to remove us as well. Thank you, CEO Chris Pavlovsky. Mm-hmm. We have been boycotted by Diageo, in charge of over 80% of the world's advertising. And not one of these people ever stood up. As a matter of fact, they were taking an active role in suppressing. And we are funded by you, by mugs, which you can sign up. Look, all of this goes away, the free show. If you don't want us to go the way of Colbert, just join Rumble Premium. You click that button right there. It's $99 annually, or try it for $9.99 a month. You only get the mug if you join annually. You get 100% more free show. You get to chat with us. You get a full Friday show. You get Dr. Disrespect. You get Mr. Guns and Gear. You get Donald Trump Jr. You get Nick DiPaolo. It's what makes all of this happen. They're bitching because they lost networks money. And ironically, even though they're liberal, extreme greed. Let me just put it this way. Hey, Stephen Colbert, instead of 15 million and 200 staff, do it with 100 staff. Take 5 million. Why can't you do that? Just consider it paying your fair share. No, they don't want to do that because a house of cards comes tumbling down. This is all a sham. So let me give you some of the claims that they're making and disabuse you of the notions here. One of the claims that they are making All references available, links in the description. Something else that these nightly newscasts and comedy shows don't do is that this is actually all Trump's fault. It is at the behest of a fascist president that Colbert is being silenced.
CBS cancels The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, raising questions about comedy in the Trump era.
My concern is if it is political.
She has a face like an Easter Island statue.
Everyone should be concerned. People on the right should be concerned. People on the left should be concerned.
Why?
Because it's very clear that if it is political, this is the dismantling of our democracy. If that is taken away, if the comedians are being attacked.
Let me be clear. They always do this, and I always say I'm not doing the false common ground thing. People on the right should be concerned. People on the left need not be concerned. Hunter Biden laptop, election interference, COVID lockdowns, vaccines. Doctors, comedians, experts, scientists, broadcasters lost their livelihoods, lost their jobs, lost their voice because of the left at the behest of the government. You can't find any examples of that coming from those in charge on the right. Donald Trump is not going after anybody. He'll mock you. If the left regains power, those on the right should be concerned. I'm going to tell you, those on the left, rest easy. You don't need to be concerned.
Yeah.
We're not coming for you because we love to show you and mock you. Let's continue.
They're just mad because, what they do is finally happening. They're like, oh, that's why I'm left.
Yeah.
So this wouldn't happen to me. This is only supposed to happen to the right.
Right. Exactly right. Good point. Let's continue.
Then that means our Constitution is being dismantled.
That's right.
That means the very rubric of our democracy is being dismantled.
Donald Trump can withhold favors. Donald Trump can bring down the power of the United States government to shut down
Now
your
do Big
business,
Pharma.
your business transactions, your activities. Shoot, your very popular television program.
Stephen Colbert was
Pause.
number one.
Every single thing she just said was a lie, including very popular. Let's continue.
Saying it was financial. We will see where the facts go. But the fact that this president celebrated it only increased many of us saying, what's really going on here? Stephen Colbert is somebody that put America to sleep at night with a smile.
Yes. Correct. While he shows a clip of him on the show.
He is the man who euthanized your grandmother in hospice. Do you think he gets nervous when there are words that are slightly complicated on his prompter?
Not at all. That
he
guy has
sees
full
Stephen Colbert. He's
confidence.
like, oh, shit. No?
No, full confidence.
He walks in.
Yeah, he says it wrong and thinks it's right. You tell him that's wrong, he's like, I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it.
I am the best. Why does he sound like Foghorn Leghorn?
I don't know. I
can't reprompt him.
I'm not very great at Reverend. what's
He's
his
not
name?
good at it.
Jackson? No, it's Jackson.
He doesn't know how to do it.
Sharpton, thank you.
Shoppy.
I get my reverends.
Mr. Shop.
And the most hurt by this was someone who I do think is obviously funny, but has really gone far left, Jon Stewart.
Since we're on the topic of corporate capitulation to the whims of a pussy-grabbing enigma.
Pause. Right, because you wouldn't be involved in any corporate capitulation with Viacom.
No, not at all.
No, you wouldn't be involved in a corporate capitulation from your mega platforms, one of the 6 broadcast conglomerates trashing people like Joe Rogan and independent comedians and podcasters. You wouldn't be involved with that. No. It's us. It's people like us who are dealing with we're funded by big oil. We're funded by big pharma, though you kind of lost that one now. And you guys are the rugged independents who can't even say the word shit or tranny. I get it. You're the rebel with a cause, and the cause is advertising dollars. Let's continue.
Last week, as you may have heard, CBS, which happens to have the same parent company as the network this program currently airs
Doesn't happen. By design.
Unceremoniously canceled The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The fact that CBS didn't try to save their #1 rated network late night franchise that's been on the air for over 3 decades
He's only competing
is
with one
part
other
of
one.
what's making everybody wonder, was this purely financial? Or maybe the path of least resistance for your $8 billion merger? Was killing a show that rankled a fragile and vengeful president, so insecure, suffering terribly from a case of chronic penis insufficiency?
Pause. I'm just going to pause really quickly. So, $8 billion merger. Look at all that money. Okay, but this show is costing $40 to $50 million a year, right? The network. So, what's the appropriate number? Isn't it kind of funny that if a business owner, someone who creates a business from scratch, wants to keep their profits, it's pay your fair share. In other words, there's no dispute that a business is successful and they're generating millions or billions in profits. People like Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert think you're greedy, and they should be able to take it from you so that people can buy Skittles and Coca-Cola on Snap. But when it comes to their endeavor and they're being paid tens of millions of dollars for a product that is failing and costing the business money, for some reason it's righteous for them to be paid. Let me tell you what the common through line is here. There's one common denominator. It's me. My money's okay. I can keep it. I can have 4 mansions. I should be able to cost a network $50 million a year with an archaic format. They should not be allowed to keep profits if it's $50 million. Or, keep your business open during COVID. Let's wrap up Jon Stewart's response.
One thing to say, just one little phrase. You tell them, go f*** yourself.
That's funny. Now, I think that's funny. Here's the funny thing. He's going to do the go F yourself, okay? How much you want to bet he's going to be in that chair next week doing the same damn thing? We said, go fuck yourself, YouTube, and we left. We said, go fuck yourself, Diageo, and you support us. We're funded by mugs, not Pfizer ads. They'll say it's all grandstanding. They don't believe anything that they say. Stephen Colbert is going to serve out his time because he wants that $15 million that he doesn't deserve. And Jon Stewart's going to be there because he wants that money too. When they say go screw yourselves, what they do is precisely nothing. And here's the truth. Donald Trump wasn't involved with silencing this show at all. He hopes that he had an influence. He's a bellwether where you, the people, said, we're tired of this crap. We're tired of the propaganda. The ratings are awful. And by the way, claiming to be silenced is incredibly rich coming from someone like Colbert, who is the silencer. He's the silencer where he changed the formats that you didn't see many up-and-coming stand-up comedians. Just happened to coincide, by the way, with comedians all of a sudden starting to veer more right. It was a bastion of leftism. It was a comedic witch hunt in the George Bush years, right? And they were relatively silent during Barack Obama. Now that people are starting to veer more right, let's pull that ladder up behind us. It's not just that. It's not just changing the format. It's not just the DEI hiring. It's not just the elitism. It's the active attempt to smear and silence other actual independent comedians, yours truly included, we'll get to that, because you don't like their opinion. For example, Colbert, free speech champion, didn't like Tony Hinchcliffe and wanted to see him go away.
This rally, I don't know if you caught any of it, but the rally was just a stomach-churning 6 hours of hatred, racism, and threats of totalitarian revenge, starting with the first speaker who made a bunch of jokes that are so appallingly racist, none of the cable news channels will even run them. But the one that's getting the most attention is this.
There's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Those comments right there could have massive repercussions for Trump because more than 470,000 people of Puerto Rican descent live in Pennsylvania alone, and you're not. I got a little something.
Thank you, white man, for telling me what to be outraged by.
You're not going to win over 500,000 people by insulting their homeland.
And by the way, just to be clear, that's not just criticizing someone. He labeled him fascist, totalitarian, oppressive, right? That's what extremist. And then he said so appallingly racist that shows won't run them. I thought you guys were rugged individualists, independent. I thought you were, no, by the way, everyone was running it. And let me give you some context here. He wanted to destroy a man's career, whether you like him or not. That was an attempt to silence somebody, to be clear, over a joke. Picture Don Rickles saying that at a Dean Martin roast with Muhammad Ali and Richard Pryor there. You think anyone would think that was appallingly racist? There's a floating island of garbage out there. They call it Puerto Rico. Huh? He says, huh?
Oh, did he campaign for Harris? Yeah. Depends.
Just think about that for a second. There's nothing appallingly racist about it, and this man tried to end someone's career. Now, because this $15 million a year is going away, all of a sudden, it's a free speech issue. Just to be clear, since 2021, Colbert has hit this very show with at least 3 completely bogus copyright claims, including us covering AOC when she was ranting about something. We were following the 2024 beer drinking sort of hit that she did on his show. And even, by the way, had removed. And then we went through and I say this wrongfully, because legally there is no defense, where we criticized his vaccine sketch that was so awful and corny He was embarrassed by our criticism, and still, after a manual review, his network said, no, you can't criticize this. Well, hold on a second. Free speech? What do you think YouTube looks like? If people like him can go out and say things like that about Tony Hinchcliffe, about Joe Rogan, about this show, about whatever it is, and our content criticizing them for big pharma propaganda gets removed. Where are you guys on the free speech battle? Oh, that's right. You label us dangerous for questioning the efficacy or the side effects of the vaccine. Just to be clear, I've never told you that Stephen Colbert is dangerous because of jokes, that he's racist, that he needs to be removed because he's a danger to democracy. I think it's dangerous when he colludes directly with the government, as we saw with their departments that reached out to Spotify and to CBS and ABC. I think that's dangerous. I don't want him removed at all. I don't want any of these people removed. If they're losing money, that's a financial decision.
Right.
That's the primary difference between our position and their position.
I have to issue a correction. It wasn't 3, it was 13. 13 copyright strikes.
Did I say 3?
Chose to highlight 3. You said 3. 13.
Oh, 13. Sorry. I thought I said 13.
You or?
Yeah, admonish me.
That's a lucky number.
13 copyright strikes.
I didn't deserve that.
We literally, this whole place ceases to be if you don't sign up for Rumble Premium, Mug Club, right? If you guys didn't do that, we wouldn't exist.
Yep.
He is funded by every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there who likes what he has to say. Here's another key fact. As a matter of fact, I would say not only was it not a free speech issue, he was precisely allowed on air because of his point of view and propaganda. They were willing to lose money because they thought he could have an influence. At a certain point, just got to be too much. Nobody watches Colbert. So to give you an idea, the average viewer of Colbert, of the 2 million viewers, which is the #1 rated show in late night, and that's abysmal, the average viewer is 68. The amount of viewers that Stephen Colbert gets in the key demo, which by the way is 18 to 49, it's a pretty wide demo, is 200,000 approximately. That means that this show, completely independently funded, gets 4 times the daily viewership in the demo that Colbert does.
Well, that's a bit misleading. I want to say nobody watches it. My grandma watches it.
There you go. Okay.
She's been dead for 13 years, but
well, she just left the TV on.
Yeah.
It happens.
I can't be admonished anymore until later. But you're right. I got that wrong. Think about, and by the way, our budget here is less than his salary every day. And we spent millions to actually call states during the election that no one else had. Think about that. Hey, Colbert, how are you giving back? Take 5 of the 15 million and invest it in the state of our country. No, he had horrible ratings. Again, a quarter of you, the demo viewers on this show, while actively trying to silence us. Hey, I wonder why. Oh, that makes sense. He doesn't want you to go watch independent comedians, independent entertainers. We'll get to because he wants to rip them off, which we'll get to in a second. So the show costs $100 million a year, loses $40 to $50 million a year. And with all that money, more than 10 times what we have as an annual budget here, this is the best that they can come up with.
You're the bloatus. You're the glutton with the button. You're a regular Gorge Washington. You're the presidents, but you're turning into a real prick-tater. A guy in a QAnon t-shirt chasing a Capitol security officer up flight after flight of stairs. Nothing to see here, folks. Just a crowd of angry white people.
Oh, wait, pause. Hold on a second. That's during COVID, right? He broadcast from home. Did he take a pay cut? Did you take a pay cut, Colbert? We did 2 a day so that we could keep people employed. Did you take a pay cut, Mr. Man of the People?
I'm sure he did.
Right.
He's a nice guy. He's a good guy. He's a good Catholic man.
Dude.
He broadcast from home. You know what we call that? An excuse. Let's continue.
Black man, remind me, are we great again yet? So let's find out the way the vaccine is changing the scene in our new recurring segment,
Jesus.
The Vaccine. Tonight, the committee was laser focused on the January 6th activities of former President JFKFC. You attract more skinheads than free Rogaine. You have more people marching against you than cancer. You talk like a sign language gorilla who got hit in the head.
In the monstrosities.
Pause. You know what? We'll give you the link to the whole thing. I can't watch anymore.
That one doesn't even make sense. Yeah, attracting skinheads want to be skinheads.
If anyone,
it's not a genetic issue.
No, it's not.
It's a choice.
That's not fixed by Propecia.
Makes no sense.
If any of us here came up with 3 bits in 3 days that were that bad, we would be fired, myself included. I would walk myself out, just to be clear. And he has over 20 writers. Let me just break this down for you real quick before we get to one of our interviews. He has 200 employees, including 24 writers.
How many do you have?
Well, for the longest time, it was just me. And now you and Johnny Boy. In fact, on the comedy side, we sit down and we go, how about this? And then we go, that's bad. How about this?
Later, hey, we got one.
Which, actually, let's bring in Mug Club. You know what? Here, he never even seems to press his guests or ask tough questions. We're running short on time here because we try to stuff everything into this one show. But we do this here, like Josh, who sat down with Hunter Biden.
So, Hunter, your father's been out of office now for 6 months. How has your relationship been?
Fuck him and everybody around him. I don't have to be fucking nice.
But he is still your father. Do you not see him as a hero or a role model figure?
I don't know what he is. He's a brand. By the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well.
But not his son. If your father was here with us right now, what would you say to him?
Fuck you. What do you have to do with fucking anything? Why do I have to fucking listen to you?
Sounds like your relationship has been a bit strained. Could it be related to his cognitive decline?
What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his fucking life to the service of this country?
And what was your father's main goal during those 52 years?
Making millions of dollars.
Are you referring to his donors, foreign deals, kickbacks? I know he authored a few books.
I think that the book is right now on the Amazon that he put out. I mean, his ratings just went to shit after he put the book out. I mean, it was such a money grab.
And after all that, did anyone suggest that he should maybe step down or at least drop out of the race sooner?
Me and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 fucking years.
Let's switch gears here a little bit. You have an illegitimate child that you claimed for years was not your daughter. And now she's living with her mother. Do you have anything to say to her about how hard her mother is working, raising her alone?
I don't even think it's your mom anymore.
Wow. You never know what you're going to get when you ask the tough questions.
Yeah, but you got to ask him.
We appreciate that about him.
Yeah, I mean, he was a cursing machine. He was a cursing Carl.
Some people thank you for serving your country. I think you're serving your country more today.
Hey, it's not 52 years of service, but we'll see how long I live.
I appreciate it. So 200 employees, including 24 writers, Stephen Colbert. And I'm presenting this to you so that you understand the left always accuses you of doing that which they are doing. You're trying to silence me. No. You suck. No one watches it. You're overpaid. You're losing the money. You have 24 writers, and still Stephen Colbert has to verbatim steal jokes.
Ambassador Kennedy gave an alarming example of Bobby's insane cruelty from his drug-fueled college days.
His basement, his garage, his dorm room were always the center of the action, where drugs were available, and he enjoyed showing off how he put baby chickens and mice in a blender to feed to his hawks.
Okay, that behavior is disgusting and cruel, and it completely disqualifies him from working for HHS and for Jamba Juice.
His first cousin, Caroline Kennedy, daughter of JFK, made a video opposing his confirmation and adding to the long list of crazy stories about this crazy person.
His basement, his garage, his dorm room were always the center of the action, where drugs were available, and he enjoyed showing off how he put baby chickens and mice in a blender to feed to his hawks.
Well, that explains why he lost the job at Jamba Juice.
So now,
verbatim, it's an
we have a
accident.
1-month ceasefire in what some liberal rag called the Wall Street Journal described as the dumbest trade war in history. To which the Dallas Mavericks said, "Hold my Luka Doncic." This was, thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, on Friday, the Wall Street Journal ran an editorial saying that Trump's tariffs would cause the, quote, dumbest trade war in history. Of course, that was published before Dallas sent Luka Doncic to the Lakers.
A lot of traditions underway. Don't know if you know this. People are there. Everyone wants to be seen. Who are they wearing? Melania Trump today, wearing Carmen Sandiego. So she is. Yep. Oh, there it is.
Carmen Sandiego.
Melania Trump made a real statement with her look. That statement, I am Carmen Sandiego. That's the first reaction.
Look, one time's an accident. Verbatim, 1, 2, 3. We probably have several dozen times with 24 writers. And by the way, so we're going to do something here. We are going to recreate the Colbert Show somewhere here, probably in August. or September. Live everything. We're going to follow their format, break it down to the minute, and see if it can be done with just a handful of people like we do here, let alone $100 million and 200 employees.
Well, if they would like to give us $100 million to do it, I mean,
no, they don't need to give us any. We'll just see if
they can give it to us.
Okay,
they can.
All right, fine. Look, we'll call
shooting
that
range. I'll give you the shooting range.
We'll call that up. No, you don't need to give me anything. Your opinion's irrelevant.
Take it.
So, like, can you do it with 100? Can you do it with 5 million a year? Because you want business owners to not be able to keep what they've earned. And they're still stealing their shit. Which, by the way, brings us to this week's 7+1 shows to replace The Late Show.
You forgot Stefan in the chamber.
This is 7+1 shows that CBS is mulling to replace The Late Show. And it should be noted that they're largely looking at lower budget options.
Yeah, that makes sense because it's a high budget now.
Yeah. You know what, Mr. Firestein, take us off with number 7.
The Hate Show with David Duke.
Oh, well, seems like they're going another direction.
A similar audience.
7+1 shows to replace The Late Show. Number 6, Are You Afraid of the Dark, People? It's directed by Jordan Peele. I'll give it a shot.
Oh. Yeah, could be funny.
Number 5.
Get out.
Number 5, again, low budget. CSI Schenectady.
Oh, I wonder what kind of
it's a
meth
cheaper,
pipes they find there.
There's a tax credit if you shoot in Schenectady. Number 4, Captain Morgan.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. You said it really, you didn't make it clear, Gerald.
On purpose.
All right. Oh, I forgot number 3, shows to replace Late Show. Actually, to save money, they just thought of just some reruns of Queers.
You wanna be where everybody knows you have AIDS.
The show's a little one note, but it's worth like a watch once or twice.
Making your way in the world today really hurts your butt.
7+1 shows to replace The Late Show. Mr. Firestein, number 2.
Everybody loves Raymundo.
Oh, hey. Hey, Deborah.
My parents live across the street.
Hello, Raymundo. Boy, this one, something you'd never see on Colbert. The number 1 show they're considering to replace The Late Show, Touched by an Angel, Special Victims Unit. So that's on
worst nightmare.
On audio. That makes very little sense. And the +1 is actually all the footage that never aired from Kamala's CBS interview. That's been this week. 7+1. Fat cock vagina. Is exactly what I would say if I wasn't here on YouTube. So go and subscribe on Rumble. Same channel where free speech is actually alive and well. Or you can stay here and the